The suppliers of mounting systems and their customers, the installers, are networking more and more, coming closer together. They digitalize all the processes from the planning over the buying of components until the installation, and furthermore. For K2 Systems, it's a reason to celebrate, and we want to know why. "20 years of connecting strength." This is what you're celebrating here at the Intersolar. So why are you celebrating, and with whom?
We're celebrating with our installers. Let's say we're celebrating that they are quite satisfied with the products we deliver. We celebrate, of course, our company, all the employees who are working since a long time for K2. And we call that connecting strength, this connection between the ones who are using our products, the installer, and us learning from them to bring them new products on the market for their needs.
So you were one of the pioneers in digitalization of all the processes. So what can you offer to save money, time, and hands?
We try to look at all the steps around installation, that we help them to really gain some time, because gaining time is gaining money as well, and being able to scale up more. So let's say on the product side is one thing where we really try to have as simple as possible, because there the ease of installation helps as well on site. And on the other hand, we have, with K2 Base, a super software where 24/7 the installer has the possibility to plan not only the mounting system, but then in the interconnections, in these interfaces we are having with the inverter companies, also with the web shops from the PV from distribution partners, electrical wholesalers, PV distributors, where they can really transfer what they are doing directly to the web shop. That helps tremendously. And we get there really good feedback. And that's also part of connecting strengths, working in these networks. You know, when we try to avoid in-between steps, that makes life far easier.
Yeah. And it's a great help if you talk to the customers, because you get the visualization. Yeah, and if you see here, we are here for the mounting system for facade. Yeah. So the optical things, as the challenges are much more complex than on the rooftop. Yeah. What do you think? Is facade coming up to become a new business?
Of course, let's say the rooftop market is at least 4 or 5 times bigger than the facade.
Still dominating.
Of course, but it will come. And let's say our approach to the facade is to standardize it as much as possible. Because when we deliver a standardized solution, also the installer is able to do it on a regular basis. And of course, there will be the unicorns where you really have a super nicely PV facade from well-known architects. But let's say we are more on the standardized way, so that we really can use not only the rooftop, but also the facade of C&I buildings to generate energy.
So it's more PV on bigger roofs, on the facade. And how do you teach your customers? How do you get in contact to make them ready for digital processes, make them ready for visualization? Do you have an academy or something like that?
Let's say we have something like an academy. We start with our resource center on the website. There you get all different informations you need. You start really with the planning process, so that's, let's say, around the customer journey. And then on the other hand, we have the frequently webinars every week. Yeah, and in these webinars, we have a high frequency rate as well. And there we try really to cover the needs of the installer, to teach them what our products, and to teach them, let's say, how they can make their life easier.
And to make things worse for you and more complicated, you need to do it for international customers. So which are the most important markets
let's say in the moment we are kind of in an on-off situation in Europe. Let's say US is also kind of difficult in the moment.
Let's stay in Europe.
But let's stay in Europe. So let's say the Nordics are kind of in an in-between phase, a little bit fade down, but not totally. But then we have some kind of on-off situation in some Eastern countries or Middle Eastern countries. Italy will come up, will go back to a boom, I assume, or let's say we assume with CNI. Spain is really good. France is still a really interesting market for you. For us, not for you, for us.
Yeah.
So, let's say and Germany, let's say the frame conditions we have in Germany, they are good. But now let's get the power back what we had in the last 2 years, because there's a kind of slowdown. And let's move and let's generate to get the energy transition.
Celebrate and take a deep breath afterwards.
I will
wish you much success with your national and international customers. And if you want to know more about K2 systems and the offer for the installers, please refer to the website.